Hey, it's Melissa with Sincerely Creative Mom. We are working on a wreath kit today. A spring wreath, super duper cute. Lots of those cute little boots. This was a kit. Look how cute with the boots going all the different ways, the different colors with the polka dots that matches the sign. So the kit comes with the sign, the ribbon for the ribbon tails, ribbon for the bow. It comes with the mesh. It comes with the 14-inch pancake wreath frame along with the 10-inch, the 10-inch and the sign extender. It comes as a bundle, so you get all three pieces. There is a video specifically on cutting instructions for a general wreath kit from us. It happens to be an Easter kit, but you're going to be able to identify which ribbons are for your tails, which ribbons are for your bow, how to prepare your sign, specific way how to cut your mesh so that you get enough mesh for both the 14-inch and the 10-inch. And then you don't have a sign for the 10-inch in this kit, but you could, make a different sign, different ribbons and things like that. Anyway, how to stretch your supplies, basically. So how to prepare for the kit and how to keep your mesh from fraying, and a whole bunch of really cool tips in that one video. So your kit comes with all the things you need to make the wreath that we're going to make here today. So we're going to start with our 14-inch frame. Again, I've already pre-cut everything. We're going to add our pipe cleaners right to the base. So I've gone ahead and taken my, well, not just me, I've taken my my pancake wreath design, which is supposed to be kind of low profile, nice friendly, budget friendly base for us. And my friend Damon from Deco Exchange and I came up with a really cool frame that matches my recipe exactly. It is patent pending. I'm super excited about that. So you don't have to measure, you don't have to think about how far apart the pipe cleaners go, you don't have to anything. There's holes and notches in the wood exactly for where you need to put them. So you're going to put it in the hole that matches the notch. You see this extra one here, extra one here. There are extra ones, but you see there's no notch there. Okay, so we don't have to worry about putting a pipe cleaner there because there's no notch to hold us in place. So we're going to only put our pipe cleaners where the notches are, the hole in the notch. Number one. Number two, we're also going to, when we twist this, we're going to twist it on the edge of that, on the edge nearest the notch, but on the wood. So we're going to twist it on the wood, not inside here, on the wood, but closest to the notch. And so we'll do it close to the notch here, and we'll do it close to the notch here. That's giving us a little bit of separation there for the separate layers that we're going to put in. So I want those layers to kind of come apart a little bit and be a little bit more distinct. And we're trying to do that by every little extra detail. And so where there's a notch, I'm just making sure that I'm putting my pipe cleaners close to the notch. Now, this is super fun, super bright. I wanted to brighten up the base of this wreath with a nice bright, same kind of not the same, because this is obviously muted there, but there's some glittery in here with the pink, and this is in the same family. So I'm pulling that out real strong and putting that in the mesh. Also, there's little teeny tiny butterflies and a little flower. I just want to pull that out and make the base a little bit brighter. So it's going to feel super bright. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's going to feel super bright until we mute it a little bit with some ribbon. So at first, don't be worried. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. So we're going to start. We cut our mesh 20 inches long. 20 inches long for our mesh. And we're just going to ruffle right up the center. Ruffle, ruffle, ruffle. Nice thick mesh. Bright foil going through there. Whoopsie. Come on. Get a whoopsie. I got caught. Bright foil going through there, making it catch the light and make it look a little bit shiny. Again, the sign does have a little bit of glitter in it. Y'all, this is a kit available inside our shop. If you go to learnfrommelissa.com and you'll enter in your email address there, And then on the next screen, click on that button there, and it'll bring you to a list of all the links that you could possibly need from us. And then one of those links say wreath kits. So you can click there. I think it's under the supply section. Also in this list, you'll find a list of our favorite suppliers, a list of our favorite tools that we use, a list of, other tutorials that have been popular, little free resources. It'll bring you to our phone number if you need to contact us, our upcoming classes or available classes. So many really cool things right at your fingertips. Again, that's learnfrommelissa.com. Okay, we're going straight in. So what we're doing here is we're ruffling up all the way, making sure we get the whole entire thing all the way. And then I'm going to pinch real tight and I come right down. Now, you might see me kind of come in on an angle here. That's only to push those pipe cleaners out of the way so I don't end up right through. And then, but when I get close to it, I am going straight down on top here. And then I'm just gently moving my pipe cleaners and bringing them up to the top. Nice and tight, crisscross, twist, twist. Bringing these ends here and overlapping them. Overlapping up here. Perfect. And then flip it upside down. This is going to be so cute with those rain boots. I love it for spring. Now, spring for us in Michigan kind of sometimes even feels like it starts in January sometimes, or February. But it definitely goes straight through to, I really feel like it's through June. July it starts to, or late July it starts to dry out a little bit. Then right down on top again. And then right in September we're wet. So we're not real dry for very long here in Michigan. Overlapping. Now the pancake wreath got its name from these ruffles here that we're going to call the pancake ruffle because they end up semi-round but mostly flat like a pancake. And so I was hosting classes and wanting to give my folks who are coming to classes a wreath that they are going to fit between their main door and their storm door. Most people here in Michigan have that kind of combination going on. And it's a normal thing to put your wreath between the doors, right? To hang it on the outside of your door, always kind of felt weird. Although now, of course, everyone does it. But before, was, had to train my friends and family and customers to, it'd be okay if it's a little thicker. But when I'm hosting classes, that's a little different conversation. Like, hey, you just made this great big gigantic wreath, now figure out where to do with it. So I wanted to avoid that conflict. And so I came up with this wreath design that was just a little thinner, still with the mesh, still with the ribbon tail, still with the sign, with the bow, all the elements just a little thinner in design so that would fit between the main door and storm door. And I totally and absolutely love it. It has been very popular. All of our Valentine wreath kits this year were also very popular. And I sold out of every Valentine wreath. I actually have one Valentine wreath left. I think we sold 26 in total. I sold a lot of Valentine's. Don't let anybody tell you that Valentine's Day isn't a decorated holiday, because it for sure is. In fact, it has been for the last couple of years. Especially I sell also at a boutique, so I knew that they were going to be a little hop in there, so I wanted to make sure we were up on it there. Okay, for our ribbon, we have 2.5 inch ribbons that pair perfectly with that sign. It is it's so cute. It's adorable. The top pink even has little white polka dots in here, so I went with a polka dot kind of overload. I went with a polka dot theme here, and I think it's going to really turn out cute. So we're going to ruffle right up the center. Our ribbons are 14 inches, and I have dovetailed the ends, making the ends look a little bit more polished. And again, you can find all those details in that supply cutting video on our YouTube channel. It's not a design. It is literally just tips on how to cut, how to identify our kits, and that sort of thing. So if you've purchased this as a kit, you'll find the cutting instructions general. Again, it's not this exact kit, but it's going to tell you how to identify your ribbon tails, what's for the bow, how to cut your mesh, all that stuff. All right. So what I'm doing is, I'm not leaving them like that. What I'm doing is ruffling up the center, folding it out, facing towards me. Okay, facing towards me. Put it in there nice and tight. Crisscross, twist, 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 twist. Okay, perfect. And then our next step will be cutting those pipe cleaners and spreading our ribbons so that they stay in place. That's what we want. We don't want them to overlap and go back on top of each other. We want them to spread apart and then stay that way. So mesh can be a funny thing. You can have a love-hate relationship with that mesh because it'll catch on all your clothes. It'll catch and it'll snag. It'll ruin some of your brand new favorite knit sweaters. But what it'll also do is it will catch on the ribbon out here, because this is like a thread on the edging, and so the edge of this part will catch and it'll help keep it in place. So it's actually kind of cool. So what I do here is I just fold this in and push down to kind of help keep it in place, and then I pull this apart up and down, pull it apart side to side. Okay, pull it apart up and down, pull it apart side to side. So what I was going for with the blue and the bright and bringing that blue out of the boots, doesn't it kind of look like rain? Right? It's kind of look like that's the rain part, the water part. I love it. Always a method to my madness. Always a method to my madness. There's always a reason. Usually. If I tell you there isn't a reason, it's probably because I forgot what the original reason was when I made the decision. This kind of looks like water. I love it. Super cute. Almost like we need like little rubber duckies. Did I just dream this? Oh, I'm not live. Did I just dream this, or is it Chicago or someplace dumps like tons of rubber duckies in a river or something for some cause? Did I just dream that, or does that really happen somewhere? I feel like that really did happen. For something. I don't remember. I don't know, but this is really cute with the blue. I know you were probably like, I don't like the mesh. Well, now you do. It looks like water, kind of sparkling. It's gonna, and because this is sparkly and the ribbons are not sparkly, this is gonna kind of highlight the sparkle and the glitter in the sign, because that's got glitter in it. Move those out of the way, get that back over here. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. I know this part gets boring. Same thing. I'm just gonna put here on notice. You can kind of see that frame here. We want to make sure we're covering that up and you don't see it. So we're gonna go in with another layer of all of the stuff, both the mesh and the ribbons. So the layer on the outside, the mesh on the outside kind of barely touches. And then these layers that are going to go on the inside are going to completely overlap. They're going to completely overlap. So we will really start to cover up that frame. Now, once you put your mesh in place, don't touch it. Just go on to the next one. Don't touch it. The more you touch it and play with it, the more it's going to fray. The more it has an opportunity to fray. It is a woven material. You can't stop it. Okay? I cut it with a rotary cutter. I apply pressure. I make sure I'm doing my best to not play with it. Ruffle it once. Put it in there. Put it in place the way I want it, and then don't touch it. That will help you. And if it is fraying, like this is right here, see that? It is definitely fraying. We have so many other things that are going to go on top. Worrying about it fraying at that point, not important. You see, I'm trying to move that wreath out of the way so it doesn't catch. Since I didn't clean my table, I don't have enough room to do it all at once. Right down, all the way to the frame. All the way, all the way. Don't just let it float there. Put all the way nice and tight so it cinches in. Adding a nice little layer of our water with our boots. So cute. This is so cute. Now, if you're in the coaching group, I just recorded a video that talked about, it'll post in February, but talking about all the different sign shapes that could go, what goes best on a pancake, where to put your bow with each kind of sign. I think I had 15 different sizes, and I talked a little bit about each of them. So that was kind of back to the basics that we'll be posting in the group in February. If you're not in the group, you can, again, go over to learnfrommelissa.com. Sorry. You can go to learnfrommelissa.com, and then you put in your email address, and once you get to the list, one of the things on that list will be the creative coaching group. So if you're interested in learning more about the group, you can check it all out there. Also, being on our email list means you get first dibs at our kits, which is always fun. Last piece going in. Ruffling right up to that edge, all the way, grabbing it. Okay, so then, now when we put in our next layer of ribbon, remember how we put in our pipe cleaners in a specific way? One was close to the inside of the ring, one was close to the outside of the ring. Now we watch our put our ribbon tails in. You're going to watch how that really did help with the layers. Okay? Okay. Don't touch it. Right? So then from here, again, I'm going to go in the top, add in our next layer of ribbon, 14 inches, ruffle up the center, out towards you, right in there. Crisscross, twist, 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 twist. Now, the reason why I'm not pulling those apart and cutting off the excess is just because I'm trying to save time, right? When you make 15 of these at a time, or however many in a day, you got to find all little ways to help you kind of, shave off some time And so any little thing to help is great. And for me, it's not picking up my wire cutter 12 times. It's picking it up twice and doing the same amount of work in less time. There we go. This is going to be super cute. Super duper cute. Okay, pick it up, cut everything off. Okay, and then here's one last little trick to help. The one thing I'm going to push in. I'm going to push it in, actually. Remember, on the outside we just pushed down. I'm going to push that in. That just brought that in a little bit more to really kind of accentuate that layer. Little details, big impact. Okay, so here we go. And here, I'm going to push it in. Oops. In, push it in and down, in and down. So cute. Y'all, the fact that this is the rain boots, I totally love. It can stay up for so many months. Right? It's still a nice bright wreath. I think it would be even cute for, a gardener, right? Don't gardeners wear these cute little boots specifically? Or the folks who own your greenhouse, your local greenhouse, where you're buying your flowers from on Mother's Day. It'd be super cute. It just gave me an idea. This is darling. This is so cute. Okay, so my sign has been prepping and drying. Your kit comes with zip tie mounts. And I talked about this in that video, that cutting instruction video. You want to add just a little bit of glue. And so I add the glue and the zip tie mounts at the beginning so that it's dry. So if you want to see how I do that, you can watch that video. But look at how cute this is going to be. Look at how cute this is going to be. Oh, it's so cute. Okay. Aw, I love this one. Oh. Okay, slip that right through there, crisscross, twist, twist. Slip this right through here. Crisscross, twist, twist. Perfection. Pulling that aside just like that. It's going to go right up there. Okay, we'll attach that in just a second. We're going to make our bow first. Y'all, this is so cute. Oh, all right, it's so cute. Okay, I have one pipe cleaner left from our kit. And I came in with some more, with a couple more. Y'all, I used this to cut open a box, and it's made it sticky. Yeah, so it's not being a great scissors. Okay, so I want some more polka dots, pokey dotties. All right, now same as I normally do. 7 inches on the tail, 6 inches on the loop. Pinch. twist, loop. 7 inches on the tail, or 6 inches on the loop. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Pinch, twist, loop, eyeballing it. Pinch, twist, tail. Okay, so this bow has 2 loops on one side, 2 tails on the other side, and 1 loop. 2 loops, 1 loop, 2 tails. Okay? Now, every layer is going to be just like that. Every layer is going to be just like that. So I'm going to go opposite with the 2 loops. So the 2 loops are over here. The next one, the 2 loops are going to be over here. I'm going to go with this solid purple. I love, you know, sometimes I'm making decisions for these kits and I'm like, it's going to be fine, right? I'm like, oh, it's going to be fine. And I'm still not sure until I actually see it. This blue in the wreath with the boots making me feel like it's like the rain. I love it. Really accentuating those boots. I love it. Pinch, twist, and loop. Sometimes you gotta take a risk, y'all. Sometimes you gotta take a risk. Okay, 2 loops are over here. So I'm gonna put the 2 loops over here. Spreading those out right between the layers. So I have polka dot purple, polka dot purple, polka dot. Again, we're gonna be really spreading this out when the bow is off of here. Oopsie. Then I'm going to come with this fun stripe. Fun stripe. This has all the colors. Okay, all the colors, fun stripe. And then we're going to leave those boots for the top, of course. Pinch. Twist. Loop. Pinchy, twisty, loop, pinch, and twist. Okay, 2 loops are over here, 2 loops are going to go over here. Perfect. And then the last one of those super cute boots. Oh, they're so cute. And I love that they mostly do go one way, but they do go both ways. So some are upside down. So it's not specifically not a one directional. It does go both ways. It does go both ways. So we're going to start with our tail. And then this one is a little tiny loop. It's about 3 inches. And then pinch. So I got the polka dots in the bottom of the bow. And then bringing those polka dots right to the top of the bow with our next layer of boot. And then even though it's boot ribbon, okay, even though it's boot, it's still different because this has a white kind of shiny background with yellow edging and white polka dots. And the other one is a pink background, pink edging, and also white polka dots. So it's still different. Okay, 2 loops. So 2 loops over here. And our Easy Bow Maker hasn't been kind of, I haven't used my mallet to push that in a long time, so this is going to come out of there any second. I'm going to lift that up, hold on to it. Just be patient with it, nice and gentle. Grab my pipe cleaner. There we go, nice and tight. I always get nervous until it's all in, right? And then here we go. I'm going to cut this one just a little bit. Okay. So then our pipe cleaner is going to get hidden by our top. I'm just going to pull that up, fluff it apart. Now pull our, making sure our layers stayed in where I want them to, and then putting that last layer right in place. This is so cute. So fun, bright colors, doing exactly what I want it to do. Really cute. No, this one's going in between there. And then this one's going to go in between here. Oh, yeah. That boot ribbon is darling. It is just super cute. Kind of really reminds me of the flip-flop ribbon. You know, I live in flip-flops, right? Like, I would be in flip-flops. Like, it's funny, I don't know if you guys have been following the whole football, the, you know, Swifties, the Jason Kelsey, the Travis Kelsey. Every time they show Jason Kelsey in flip-flops, I'm like, he's my man. Like he's wearing flip-flops all the time. I can feel I can feel his needs. Look at how cute that is. I love this so much. Okay, so this is going to go in the bottom of that wreath. I'm sorry, yeah, of the wreath. And I'm going to make sure the longest pieces are coming off the edge here. Longest pieces are coming off the edge. So cute. Let me zoom you out here a little bit. My table's a mess. It's totally all right. Okay, I'm going to add our, keeping that, stay. Okay. I'm going to add our sign right in here. Now again, my goal is to cover up those 4 pipe cleaners. So I'm going to make sure I kind of stay right within that parameter and get this part right here. This is the hardest part of the whole entire thing. Just going to weave this in. I told you this is the hardest part. What's happening is that pipe cleaner has two wires wound together, okay? And what always happens when I'm live or trying to teach, what always happens is the end gets caught on one of those pieces of mesh, and then of course it wants to split. The pipe cleaner wants to split and catch on that wire. Drives me bonkers. Okay, so that's why I say it's the hardest part. But what I did was I put the pipe cleaner in here, and I put the pipe cleaner in right next to it, and then shimmied it all the way through underneath here and wrapped it around the frame. Okay, so that it would stay right where I wanted it to stay. And it did. So I just want to check that before I go into the other side and put this in. Same thing, making sure it covers my pipe cleaners. Nothing has shifted or moved. Now, also, I'm pretty sure this kit came with white pipe cleaners, if I'm not mistaken. It could have come with the brown ones. Either way, you're seeing you're not gonna see them no matter what color they are. The whole point is to put your sign in and your bow in so that you can't see it. perfection. Now I'm not going to play with the ribbons yet. Just want to make sure that's in good. I'm not going to play with the ribbons yet. I do that at the very end. And then come in and add my bow. Again, making sure that the longest part of that bow is coming off towards the edge. Now I'm okay with the bow kind of going over here just a little bit. It's not covering up our welcome. It's not going to cover up our boots. And I have plenty of polka dots to cover. Right, so I'm going to come in down a little bit here. This is so darling. Now, if you know me, I'm going to tell you, I could use the burlap jute, plain tan, whatever color you want to call it, mesh, in everything. And I had that color in my hand, and I'm so glad I put it down and grabbed the blue. It's so pretty this way. I love it. Make sure the head of that is in the center. There we go. And I'm tying the bow in the same way I would tie in the boots. I'm sorry, the sign. Okay, snuggle that right underneath there. Hiding that pie cleaner. There we go. It's so cute. Okay, not the last thing, but we're going to go and make sure our bow is adjusted to make sure it is, you can see all the pieces. They all ended up in the right spot. My two big loops are going here, not covering the sign. Perfect, perfectly spaced. Absolutely darling. Love, love. It's the boots, man. It's the boots. It is the boots. So cute. Okay, so the bow is in good. Perfect. I'm not overpowering that sign. Good. And then the last thing I'm going to do is go around to the outside and make sure all of my ribbons are facing the right way, making sure nobody is hiding, and if they are hiding, making sure I'm bringing them out so that they're not hiding anymore. I want to make sure all my tails are not kind of tucked under. I want to make sure they're all kind of facing out towards the edge. Really cute. This is really cute. Very springy. See, like this ended up over top because I was moving things around when I put in the sign. Just pull them back out. Tell them to stay where they are. Super cute. Y'all, thanks for hanging out. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did purchase this as a kit, thank you very much for your purchase. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you're interested in our kits, you can join our email list as they get our first dibs. Look at how cute. Really cute. I love it so much. And nice and thin to go between the doors. Seeing all that mesh in there. When you open your door, close your door. I love it. Super pretty. Y'all, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed so you can see lots of videos like this. I make a ton of videos just like this. You know, creative, crafty, mostly wreaths. I hope that you are following us along so that you can join in the fun as well. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments. And until next time, I'm Melissa with Sincerely Creative Mom. Thanks for spending your time with me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, y'all.